Hello and welcome. I'm Vickie Lane, Pathways Coach and business owner. So during this short video, I'm going to be helping you move from mental fog to an actionable plan and avoiding the number one silent killer of small businesses, overwhelm. So do you ever feel that your brain is a beehive? You have hundreds of ideas, tasks and to-dos all buzzing around your head and you just don't know where to start. Or worse, you end up doing the easy, low-impact tasks just to look busy. Today we're going to empty that beehive and build a structure that gives you space to breathe. The 5-step reset. Most business owners don't struggle with the ideas, they struggle with knowing where to start. And because everything feels important, nothing is moving forward. So with this simple structure, we can clear the mental noise and build momentum. So step 1 is simple but powerful. Let's empty your head. Grab a stack of post-it notes and write down everything that's taking up mental space or on that to-do list. Because overwhelm lives in your head and clarity belongs on paper. So don't filter it. Get everything written down. Business tasks, create a logo, secure a domain name, finalize prices, even home chores, fixing that leaky tap. Everything needs to go down on paper. If it's in your head, it's draining your battery. So now let's sort them into different categories: marketing, website, finance, home, or whichever ones are relevant to you and your business. Because getting a balance between business, work, home, and family life is really important, and I find a lot of my clients are juggling all of these aspects. So now we're going to sort out our to-do lists on the post-it notes into the various categories. And whilst we're doing that, we're going to consider the 3 Ds: do, defer, and delegate. There are some items which are going to need to be done straight away, but be realistic because it's not everything. Some items can be deferred for a later date, maybe a week or a month or more, and some items can be delegated. So if you agonise for hours about doing your tax return, maybe you're better to free up your own time by delegating that job to an accountant and getting them to do it for you. So we'll start off with the website. So these are any tasks that are related to the website. So here we've got secure our domain name. Now this is a do now list, and it's also, I've been creative and put these ones in a circle post-it note because these are one and done jobs, like creating a logo. You've done it once and it doesn't need doing again. Doing the images for the website, well, really, we can probably defer that for later on. The others are more important. Finance-wise, finalising our prices. Again, it's a do right now one, and it's a one and done job. Pay monthly bills, well, probably not everybody's going to agree with me here, but we can defer that one to later. Fixing the leaky tap. If you're that way inclined, you can do it yourself. Personally, I would delegate that. And then finally, we've got marketing plan for the month. Again, I'm going to defer that because it's more important for me to get these website jobs done first. So finally, we've got the not right now list. Now this is your secret weapon. So got an idea to do a podcast? Fantastic. Is it priority for the next 90 days? Probably not. So by putting things into a not right now list, we're not forgetting about them. We're just making sure that they're recorded and noted for another day and they're not taking up capacity. This is a really powerful list because you're not abandoning anything, you're just giving them a future home. And don't panic, because if you're more of a digital organiser, there's lots of apps out there like Trello or Miro that can help you with this. So as I often say to many new business owners, don't try and do 20 things at once because it's just exhausting. So ask yourself, what outcomes would make the next 90 days feel successful and move your business forward? So for example, will that be launching your website, securing your first paying customer, or ensuring that you have a great service offering? When you know your outcomes, you can directly connect your tasks to progress. Plans fail for one simple reason: they never enter the diary. Set a weekly CEO meeting with yourself, just 30 minutes. I tend to do this on a Sunday. I'll get my diary, my journal, and my post-its, and I'll sit down with my weekly plan. I'll take my goal, for instance, website, and I'll transfer the tasks that require doing in that week into my diary and time block them. Now, whilst I'm doing this, I will also consider what went well last week. Is there any tasks that need transferring into this week? Are my priorities changing slightly? This isn't ditching the plan or anything, it's just rescheduling things and getting them to work for you. So by the time Monday morning comes, I don't have to think about what I've got to do because the past me has already organised that for the future me, and I can just hit the ground running. So before I go, I want to leave you with one final action: the circle of success. So this is where we put in all of the things that we've done that week. We can stack all of our wins because measuring backwards means that we can look forwards. At the end of a hard week, when you think that you've achieved nothing, look back at this circle because this is the physical proof that you have achieved and that you are growing. It's proof that you've done it before and you can do it again. Starting a business can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't need to be if you remember that structure reduces stress, action reduces doubt, and clarity creates momentum. I've created a simple worksheet to help you move forward from overwhelm to structure.